It is a Wednesday night and some perfect time for live Super Cool Radio. Hello, everyone. I am Matthew Thomas. This is live Super Cool Radio. As I said, I am here at the Ruin in Fort Wayne, Indiana. We're off to a fantastic start because I'm with my friends, the Midnight Devils.
Matthew Thomas is in
Going
the
on?
house.
He is in the house.
Matthew Thomas, two first names.
That's right. That's right. Which I heard you can't trust people with two first names, so we'll see how this goes. So this we've obviously I've had two interviews with you, Sam, over the last 2 years, and now I finally get to meet you guys. I'm very excited. Plus, you guys are gonna have a kick-ass show tonight, and it's again, as I said, it's very nice to actually meet you guys in person.
Yeah, I feel like you were one that gave us a shot, and I always respect that, and I'm eternally grateful for you giving us a place to play our music, a place to speak about our band, and now it's all coming together where we meet face to face, and we're like, yes, this is gonna be great. It's gonna be a party tonight. We're excited.
Cool of you to have a super cool place to play our super cool music.
That is right. That is right. Plus, this is a brand new logo. I'm wearing the first time wearing a shirt, this shirt, on an interview.
Did you design the logo?
Created by me.
Hey.
Created by me. That is right. Currently available at supercoolradio.threadless.com. Please check it out.
I was gonna say, did you steal that from GI Joe? Because that's kind of what it looks like. Go Joe.
I,
He did.
It's all right.
Hey,
I, will- I
borrowed it. You borrowed it.
it's
Artistic
copyright free, by the way. All right. So moving on now. So before we get to everything, so you guys very recently toured Australia. How was that experience? And have you performed in Australia before? Or was that your first time?
It was absolutely our first time there. A lot went into the setup for Australia, so we had worked on it for let's say 2 to 3 months going into it. We got kind of a call from one of our buddies, Alex came, and he said, "Hey, you guys want to do this Australian tour supporting Donnie V?" And I talked to Sniper, and I'm like, "Man, I don't know how we're gonna do this, but I think we got to do it." And he's like, "We absolutely have to do it." And it was that easy, and the wheels started rolling, we started moving, and then at the very last second Donnie V dropped off the tour, and we're like, this is devastating to us, right? And so we talked to the guys, the record label, MR Records, Titan Touring, and they said, you know what, you guys are going to come here, you're going to headline, don't worry about a thing, everything's going to be great. And we showed up not knowing these guys at all. We showed up on the ground in Australia and had a blast for 2 weeks. Just enjoyed it. We loved it. It was beautiful. A whole new country, whole new culture, whole new experience. Jimmy, what'd you think of Australia?
Well, I was kind of disappointed because I thought I was going to see the birthplace of my favorite actor, Arnold Schwarzenegger, and then I realized that, yeah, this is a different country, my friend.
Put another shrimp on the Barbie, mate.
Months Bobby. No, I've been to Australia once before, so it was cool to see some people that I hadn't seen in a while, and we played a lot more shows this time, so it was cool to see places I haven't seen, and the Titans touring. Yeah. Titans touring, Crispy and fucking Pete were awesome. They treated us real well over there. Had a full list of shit for us to do. So
Special thanks to the Hammer, Pete Naylor. Special thanks to the Hoff,
What was your experience like in Australia?
and
Tell-
special
tell
thanks to
us.
Crispy. He got me a shout out from Wolfgang the other day. I enjoyed it. Well, the reality was, where's all the damn cats at? That's all I want to know. I didn't.
I can't. It's a deadly country.
I know. I saw one cat in a dress shop. Tasmanian devils, kangaroos, but I saw one cat, and I saw a couple guitar stores. So all in all, pretty good tour.
the Australian people are amazing. They're awesome fans. They really get into the music. They really. What am I supposed to do with my hands? but
Pants. I don't know what the.
but they're
problem
really
is
good with the
today.
music and it was they're awesome.
They're awesome.
They're awesome. Oh, the
Well-
Vegemite is terrible. I try to eat it. I try to choke down as
Eater.
much of it as I can. Choke it down, and it was terrible. It's like salt.
Peter Hoffman, thank you. You were awesome for driving us around. Chris Peters, our tour manager, was amazing. He got us to the zoo. We saw lemurs and hippos and everything, and took us all around and made sure we weren't getting the wrong spots, and did a great job. Thanks, Chris. And of course, the Hammer, Pete Naylor, taking care of us also. Thank you so much.
Well, it sounds like you guys had a phenomenal time down under in Australia. So for you guys, what was like your favorite part of the Australian culture?
I loved being in the birthplace of AC/DC. I thought that was the coolest thing, really, because that came through. And although a lot of the bands that we played with, you could hear that slight tinge of like pub rock or AC/DC. People love AC/DC there. It is a rock and roll country, and it's in the culture. And it was kind of the same when we went to Europe. In America is the birthplace of rock and roll, but when you go overseas, it becomes their life and their culture, and they appreciate it so much. And I think that was really the cool thing for me is like us going up there as an American glam rock band, a bunch of clowns and stuff. Like it worked, and it worked really well, and people loved it, and we got a great response. We're gonna go back next year.
Chris, what about for you?
It was the birthplace of the Little River Band. I was pretty excited about that. And the thing was, is we met a lot of like quasi famous Australian
Yeah.
musicians that were like popular in the 70s and 80s and just aren't now, but like they were popular down there, like Screaming Jets. And I remember
Yeah.
Joey Anders. He was in a band. What was the name of the band? I can't remember. We listened. Peter kept sending me clips of it, and we were in videos, and we were just like, "Oh my god!" And killer guitar player, killer band. Head of Clay,
Yeah,
great
oh,
band.
nice, nice.
We played with them like 3 nights in a row. Great band, great dudes. I enjoyed it because
Shout out to our boy
we got-
Ronnie too. He came out. Ronnie Simmons
oh yeah,
came out and
Forgot about that.
jammed with us at our first show in Sydney.
that's right.
Oh, that's cool.
Rose Tattoo,
Fast
guitar player.
Pussycat. Yeah.
Yeah, that's a good time.
For me, my favorite part about Australian culture is like I'm big into the net. I like the Ned Kelly thing. How it was prison colony, and he had this guy that was kind of like the Australian Robin Hood, and the country's like split halfway on whether he was really cool or whether he sucked. He was kind of like a founding father, and then his grave was robbed, and they lost his head, and there was a big controversy over like where every couple of years it pops up who's got Ned Kelly's head. And last time it was some lady in Tasmania.
Now, is
And
it
it
Nate
was
or is it Ned? Because I believe it's Ned.
Ned.
It's
Ned.
Ned, yeah.
Ned. And
You would say Nate.
Ned, I'm not saying Nate.
You said it like 4 times. You're like, I thought he was like, I'm peeing in the closet. I'm peeing in the closet. I'm like, who are you talking about? That's R. Kelly, not Nate Kelly.
R. Kelly.
Oh, hey now. Oh, that was good. That was good. Which, by the way, Super Cool Radio does not condone that in any way. Alrighty, before we get too far in the weeds with everything, I'm glad you guys took in the Australian culture, had a great time rocking all over Australia. But that does lead us to this current tour, the Put Out or Get Out Part 2 tour, currently going on right now. You got a few more dates left on this tour. How has this tour been going so far?
It's been going great. 4 shows we've done on this tour. We booked this tour prior to Australia. So we had this one already lined up before we got the call for Australia. So kind of going into it, the lead up was like, okay, we'll have a month to get prepared and get ourselves ready, and then we'll go and do this tour. Now this time we landed on the 10th of July, and we started this tour on the 14th of July. So we've been out since June 25th, almost a month now, and the shows have been just incredible. We've been to places we've like return visits, Myrtle Beach, Surfside, some of these cool places, but also shows that we've never places we've never played. We've never been to Fort Wayne. We've never been to Indianapolis. We played Louisville last night, and we've always had terrible shows there. And last night,
we never.
it was great. So the shows have been going really good, like just through and through.
Well, I'm glad you guys.
You just keep going. I'll just interview you. Let
That's-
them fuck around.
All right, sounds good. I'm glad you guys are having a great run of shows so far. Plus, I mean, yeah, first time here in Fort Wayne. First time I'm seeing you in Fort Wayne.
Yeah.
Plus, I'm here.
Exactly.
It's gonna be a very fun time. I know you guys will be at the Irvine Theater tomorrow. for
Tomorrow in
Indianapolis.
Indy. Yeah.
So if you're in either Fort Wayne or Indianapolis, come out and see the Midnight Devils live. You won't regret it.
And then we're in Nashville, and then we're in St. Louis, and then we go home, and we're out for another week in August with Pretty Boy Floyd. So it's
Yeah.
just like we just keep going.
Yeah.
That's what we do best.
You guys definitely been very busy this year. Has this been like the busiest year, or at least it felt like the busiest year for you guys with the touring?
Nah, it feels normal.
Okay.
Is really what it is, because when we set out to start doing this, I would say probably last year, with the lead up of the tours that we've done, and then Europe, and then it just kind of carried over into this year. So we're still, I mean, Sniper and I feel like we're just kind of continuing from what we did last year. We got a new record that we're working on right now. We're working on the songs. We're just now trying to figure out the time and place to go and lay these songs down for what will be our 3rd record. So it's kind of like we're writing the history right now.
Yeah. As you guys go along, I mean, and writing music, writing history, and I know you guys have a lot of great things in the works with everything. Can you give any hints of like what the third album, like, what it's gonna sound like musically, lyrically, anything?
Our musical director,
It
talk
sounds
to
like
him.
us.
Okay.
Actually, we are Sam and I, for whatever reason, we went like a splurt and did all these songs. We're slowly showing to Jimmy at soundcheck, but we did this like for whatever reason we came back and we just after the Loudness canceled, me and Sam got our behinds in gear and just went ba 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 ba, and we'd practice. Well, we'd get together and write a couple once a week, maybe
Yeah.
twice a week,
Almost every week
and
were
we
together.
would come up with 2 or 3 new songs. I think we have 12 and a cover. Is that correct? Am I allowed
Yeah.
to say that?
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah, it's a 12 and a cover, and there's a couple that are pretty like I like that are really different for us that are really cool, and
And Jimmy can agree with this. I think with the success of Never Beg for It, we got to take the logical step of how do we progress and how do we push this and how do we make this a better record than the one that we had before.
Well, yeah, but at the same time, like, how do we make it better without fucking? I mean, my favorite band is the Ramones. So, and one thing that the Ramones are criticized for sometimes is that every album sounds the same, which I love because I know that I'm gonna get what I like to hear when I put it in. I'm not gonna get tricked and have some avant-garde 8 minute long like Led Zeppelin masterpiece instead of a Ramones thing. It's gonna be about you. So I want to we evolve our, take it to the next level, but still stay in that same, like, still rock the way we always do. We're not gonna get fancy and start writing opuses about like moving to the moon or things like that.
the name of the third album, like tentatively, is Jazz Odyssey. The Midnight Devils take a stroll. So it's possible. It's possible. No, most of the songs we timed them are about 3.5 minutes long. So Jimmy knows that there's no Jazz Odyssey or no.
We're not reinventing
dream-
the wheel, but it's gonna be good.
It's not we're not groundbreaking. We're just being
It's
us.
guitar driven rock and roll with great lyrics and huge hooks. It's
I don't know what that was.
he's putting on his own kind of show over here.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Well, I'm definitely looking forward. I loved Never Beg for It. That is out of both albums you guys have released, that is my favorite. It is hard rocking, hard hitting, rock and roll, and I can't wait to see how you guys build off that for the next album. I assume Chip's going to be producing the next one. I assume.
We've been talking to him a lot, and that's really what kind of pushed us to make a better sophomore record. Chip really helped us. We had the songs ready to roll, but sonically, the production, Chip pushed us in the right direction. So I think we kind of see where this is going to go, and now it's just kind of figuring out when do we have time, who's going to do it, and where are we going to do it at. And kind of along with everything with the Midnight Devils, I don't think we're going to take the easy route and just do it at the same place we did it the last time. I think it's going to be somewhere out in the world, not in this country, that we're probably going to record the next record. The story.
Yeah,
I,
yeah.
I think it lends itself to a great story and a great story for the record.
I think it definitely does, and I'm looking forward to seeing where.
What is your favorite song off Never Beg for It?
I would say it's either Sound of Domination or Highway 69.
See right there. That's this band knows what he's talking
We're
about.
playing
right here.
we're playing both tonight.
Oh, fantastic!
Yeah.
That was actually my next question. Was
You will hear
well,
both those tonight.
I'm looking forward. Those are my two favorites, and I'm really happy I'm going to hear it live now. All right, so just a few more quick things before we wrap this up. So for you guys, a question for you guys: favorite song to perform live?
Right now, it's Squeeze Me Dry.
There you go. I love
Surprised you weren't supposed to know that, but we are playing that one tonight.
I love doing my favorite's always Memphis Mile, but that's like my song, my shining moment song, as the singer and the guy.
Stairway to Heaven is 100,000
But-
years. His Black
but
Diamond.
I'm telling you, what gets me going is the cover songs that we do, because they're so different, because we play so many diverse shows with like super heavy metal or punk rock or pop or anything. We come out and play Panama, and you got guys with the Behemoth jacket that's on their backs singing Panama, or same with Loverboy, same with Working for the Weekend. You look out and these brutal death metal guys are, they're like, everybody's working, and I'm like, this is great. This is what this band is about. It's not about what the music, the clicks or anything like that. It's about having fun. Yeah.
100% agree.
Oh, your favorite song.
Crank Down.
Oh,
Oh,
Enough said.
is that in the set too?
It is. It's one. It's one.
We play it every night, but we play a lot of nights. But like that's definitely my favorite one to play, and you can tell when we play.
Well, I'm looking forward to it. Sounds like the set's going to be badass tonight, and I am definitely looking forward to it. So, real quick, I saw you guys have a killer merch setup. So, if anyone's thinking about coming out, what kind of merch do you have with you guys tonight?
We got it all. Really, I came from the Kiss brainchild of merchandising. So I think anything that we have is really well done. The graphics are great. The t-shirts are soft. Like it's stuff that if I were to wear it, if I were to buy it, I want it to be awesome. I want the graphics to look good. But we made sure that it's really cool stuff, really well done. And I think that's the coolest thing is that it's like we got cups and shot glasses and patches and pins, and we even got the vinyl, which you're gonna get a copy of tonight. A signed copy to Matthew.
Oh, I'm super excited. Now I just need a record player.
It one to hang on your wall behind you when you do interviews at your house.
Ooh, that's good. That's good. Well, I'm looking forward to it tonight, definitely. I love you guys' artwork. Like, I really enjoy it. You guys,
Yes.
Livy Ulrich at Livy Ulrich on Instagram.
Yeah, definitely check her out. And again, your guys' artwork's just so amazing, and it really fits the vibe of the Midnight Devils. So, and plus, I got a really cool Australian T-shirt that is only in the one box that you guys have with you. So if you come out tonight, get one.
I think the artwork is, and you might agree with me, but we kind of grew up in a time when comic books were very prevalent. And not that I love comic books, but the artwork inside the comic books and the bands that had great artwork, the Misfits, man, the artwork is just killer. And I always kind of just thought like, I want to be in a band with great artwork because it lends itself. It's an art form in itself. And so we always push that, like, how can we kind of push ourselves artistically as well as musically?
Oh no, definitely for sure. And you guys are doing really well with all that. So I know you guys have to get ready for the show tonight. Doors, I believe they're actually already open. So come on down. What time? Do you know what time you guys play tonight?
About 10 o'clock.
And we got Mr. G with us. He's going to be opening the show. And so that's going to be a very fun time.
And Random Animal Parts will be the second band, and then we will be on. And then Let Loose on Fort Wayne, Indiana for the evening.
That's right. And as I said, you guys don't want to miss it. So please check out Stream Support, give a like to the Midnight Devils. Sam, where are the best place to find the Midnight Devils online?
We are everywhere. We are all. We became aware. He's not talking to the mic.
No, no one heard that at all.
I know, June 17, 1999, they became self-aware. We're on Instagram, Spotify, YouTube, Facebook, MidnightDevils.com.
Yeah, they're everywhere on the internet, so make sure to check out, support them. And if you're in Fort Wayne, Indianapolis, wherever they're going to be on this tour.
Well, you do like 5 jumping jacks, just like right here.
No, not on the cables.
Not on the cables, please.
5 jumping jacks. The people want to see it.
All righty. I mean, I think that's a fantastic way to end this interview. Make sure to see the Midnight Devils whenever you can. I'm looking forward to rocking out with them tonight at the Ruin. They take stage around 10 o'clock. Make sure to see them live. For Sniper, Sam, and Jimmy of the Midnight Devils, I'm your host always, Matthew Thomas. Thanks so much for watching Live Super Cool Radio on a Wednesday. And remember, stay frosty.
Thank you, Matthew.